The Easy Show, where you connect with the stars.
Life is hard. I'm Kevin Ryan, and I'm doing it the easy way.
Experience celebrities up close.
Life is hard. That's why I wrote it.
Meet the true personalities of Hollywood's greatest.
Everybody stand up for easy, working hard and hot. Because I'm not trying to kiss a dude like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey.
Easy takes you to the heart of the celebrities.
Making moves, red carpets and major interviews. By the pop, ready and now we never lose, never stop.
There's only one way to do it.
The easy way.
Get it, baby, let's do it. We out of here. Peace.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Easy Show once again. Oh my gosh, do we have such a cool show today. We have a good friend of mine. He is an award-winning director, and he's done so many cool projects, but I'm not going to tell you about him yet until we actually show him. We got a really, really cool amount of information for you guys. Remember, get your Easy Way watch. It's coming real soon, March 28th. And this show is brought to you by Havana Watches, hence the watch over there. Right. Oh. There it is, yeah, right there. And so we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, but tell your friends, press the share button, press the like button, and comment. And I love all you guys' support, and thank you for supporting the Easy Show.
From the streets of Havana to the power centers of America, Havana Watches. Fine watches exclusively for you. Stylish, sophisticated Havana watches for men and women. For your life. Your lifestyle. Backed by our top-to-bottom 1-year warranty. Experience HavanaWatches.com.
Havana Watches
Fine watches exclusively
for you.
Yep, easyway.me, guys. Check that out. From now on, we made it simple. It's not so complicated anymore. You can just go to easyway.me, letter E, letter Z, and all of our stuff is in right there in the thing called It's My URLs. So sitting next to me is my good friend Jason DeParis. Welcome to the show. We're honored to have him on. I thought I'd twist it up a little bit and mix it up with a director. You know, we always have actors on and musicians, but now we're doing the directors, the people that give you jobs. They're looking at it, they're like, oh, I want to meet him, because we have so many actors and so many people on social media that want to be actors, and I'm sitting next to a big director that's, you're award-winning, you've done stuff with the Smurfs and Harry Potter, and your resume goes on and on. But before we talk about all the cool stuff that you're doing currently, let's get to know you a little bit, when you were a kid and how you started out, and give us the story.
Actually, when I was a kid, my cousin, who's also a producer, him and I, when there was family parties, we'd always be making movies. Everyone else would be at the party, we'd be kind of making our own little movies with animation. That's why I also, aside from directing, I do visual effects. And I started at a very young age just making quirky little homemade movies with my cousin, animated things like Godzilla or Transformers, and just literally went to film school and it evolved from there.
Who's your favorite Transformer?
It's got to be Optimus. You got to go with Optimus.
Oh, Bumblebee, man, all the way. Without Bumblebee, but
I like Bumblebee. For me, it's Optimus Prime. You know.
Optimus, yeah, he's the. What's your favorite movie? The first, second, or third? Now Michael Bay's watching you right now.
He's watching me. He's watching me, Michael. Oh boy. I'll go with the second.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was with.
Although I'm looking forward to the dinosaur one, so I want to see how that plays out. The one that's
There's a new one coming out?
Yeah, 4, the Dino Age of Extinction or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got dinosaurs in it. Dinobots.
Dinobite! Oh, wait, no, that's somebody else. So, what's behind us here? I love it. I love my team. They're always on. Out of anything they could have found on the internet, they found that. That was cool. So, all right. Well, Jason, how old were you when you started filmmaking and directing?
Shoot, I started. Like I said, I started very young. Literally, I went to film school, made something there, and ended up selling that to TV. So I left not because I loved film school and I love school in general. But I left because, for me, being an artist of any kind is about being active. And if I had opportunities to be in the field versus in school, I'd always option for.
See, that's where we're the exact opposite, because you love school in general. I loved recess. But, all right, so we're going to play a little game. You ready?
I love games. Let's do it.
It's called Do You Know Your IMDb?
Okay, I don't know how I can't promise how I'll do it this one, but we'll see how we go.
So this is how the game works. The IMDb starts from a certain year and then goes all the way up to 2014. Let's see how good and how close you can get while you're doing it. If our wonderful engineer
can I cheat? Can I look behind?
No, you can't. You cannot look at the screen.
All right.
I'm gonna
no
put my hand
looking
there.
at the screen.
You cannot look at the screen. You gotta look at them. You gotta look at the audience.
Do I have to do it in order?
And here's the cool part. When they're looking at you, they can tell if your eyes are looking down or not.
Damn.
So you're gonna look at the audience, and they're gonna be scrolling so the audience knows if you're right or not. But we're gonna start from the beginning when your IMDb started, all the way until 2014. Let's see how good you can get.
Oh boy. So wait, I have a lot of visual effects stuff. What do we start with? What do you want to start with?
Your most known projects, that you've directed on or you've produced on.
Let's start with directing. Okay, directing.
Or whatever you can remember.
Okay, directing, Dust to Dust. After that, I believe is a movie I did with my cousin. That one we never got distribution on. The Worst Day. Love Disease.
Come on, keep going.
Love Disease, POV, Timeless, Shadow Wars, which is now in post-production. Damn, I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Okay, visual effects. The Universe, which was on the History Channel.
Yeah, a lot of credits.
I know, it gets, God, it doesn't have to be in order, right?
No, I'll be.
Okay, I'll go with the easy one. So Harry Potter, 7.1, 7.2, the last 2 movies, The Smurfs, The Green Hornet. Stop
looking at the screen.
No, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm doing one of those things where you look down and think. Okay, I did some acting as well. What did I do? I did Radiant City. Shoot. Suck at this game. It's me. I should do well at this. It's about
This is your own IMDb, man. So
Dear God. Did I just say it like school?
They should be telling you something.
Okay, so, yes, Radiant City, and I did, I did these hilarious, the guys that did the Piranha thing, Sharknado. I did a couple movies with those guys, which were Dragon and a movie called Super Croc, which was awesome, and Freak Show.
Freak Show. Is that all of them?
No, that's not all of them. There's one more. Hold on, Pepper. Don't buzz me. There's another one called something with tornado. Hurricane Hunters or something. I don't. Buzz me. I got it wrong.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we'll be showing you the IMDb periodically, see how close you were. But I think
I did horribly.
This should tell you something. You should know your IMDb.
I should.
And post your comments, guys. What do you think of that new game? I'm gonna start doing that each show and see how good they are.
I'm glad that I was the one who set the bar so high.
But you did a lot. You did a lot of credits. So I know everybody knows about the movie Harry Potter. What'd you do on Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, I was part of a huge team. I was part of the Los Angeles-based team the most important thing we were doing was actually converting the movie to 3D. So we had to match move every single frame of the film in 3D space, and then convert that to compositors who would then export it out so that everything would have depth to it. And it was a lot of fun. I love the Harry Potter books. I love the franchise.
Yeah, me too.
And for me, it was a lot of fun just seeing 3D models of Harry Potter, and I worked on a lot of Voldemort stuff, so that was pretty badass.
Oh, shh, don't say his name.
Okay, sorry.
Just kidding. What about Smurfs? I mean, that's the new Smurfs that's in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The first one, actually, not the one that just came out, but the one previously. Okay. That's same kind of thing. A lot of anime. It was actually around the same time because the movies came out. We did Potter first, and then we did the Smurfs after. And it's interesting on these huge tentpole movies how there's so many different artists working at one time. Mm. And now, like, I'm doing my own films with I've done that for ages, but now I've kind of upped the game of what I've done in my own films, and I've learned a lot working on these big movies of what to do, what not to do. I mean, I don't have the luxury that they do of having a $150 million budget plus, but I think the principles of storytelling, whether it's a small or big budget, are the same. And if you're effective with your means of storytelling, you can really do a lot of great things.
Let's do this. I know a lot of people are probably wondering this, and what's that behind us? That looks so cool. It looks like something just came out of her, and there's the watch.
This Once Upon a Time. I actually worked on that as well. I worked on Once Upon a Time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you worked on some pretty big projects. All right. So let's think about this. All right. This is what a lot of people want to know. From the beginning to the end, how does a film work? You know, how do you get the funding, and how do you get the staff, and then what do you do when you get into the production?
I'm in that phase right now with a script that I wrote.
Give us the process.
Well, the process. First off, one of the people who, when I was in film school, who taught me everything was Alfred Hitchcock, and he said something that's so.
Really?
Yeah, well, I didn't know him personally.
My dad knows the Alfred Hitchcock theme. Come on, Dad, give us the theme. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know him personally, but I'm saying his films were a great teacher to me, and just reading about what he thought about film, and his quote is something that has stuck with me. The three things that are the most important about a film are the script, and the script. And it's something that I really believe in. I'm also a screenwriter. And the most fundamental important thing with a film is the script. You take that script from there and you try to get people on board. It's there's no rules about how to get a movie done. And people can teach you that there's this way and that way, but there are no rules. There's a great story that I read recently about the Dallas Buyers Club and how that movie actually had the funding yanked close to like 3.5 weeks before they were set to go. McConaughey had lost all the weight, and he was set to go to True Detective right after, so he couldn't gain the weight and lose the weight again. So in other words, the producer was set with the daunting task of trying to salvage this movie that was already set with its cast and everything. Director, everything was set. So he had 3 weeks to come up with $3.5 million, and he successfully did that because of favors. And it's just like stories like that just show you that there are no rules in this business. And it takes a lot of tenacity and a lot of not giving up. There's a script that I co-wrote with Justin Bowman right now called The Deadly Knowledge. And it follows the true story of Royal Rife, who reportedly cured cancer in 1934. Oh, wow. And it was covered up, and he actually wound up a drunk. And essentially, that script has been 2 years in the making. We've co-wrote that for 2 years. It's gone through a lot of different revisions, and right now it's in the process of being sent to a lot of people that I can't talk about right now, but it's in a very interesting place. So you don't really know. You don't, like, someone could pick that up tomorrow, read it, and say this is wonderful, and go from there, and then
I can't find a network connection.
And then your phone.
I don't think my S voice agrees with you. Sorry, I thought I turned my phone off. My bad, guys. See, the beauty of technology. Everything I do is technical. So ask Siri something about film.
Siri, I just want to know, what's the best way...
Actually, not Siri, it's S-Voice.
It's S-Voice. Sorry, I already offended you. What's the best way to finance a movie?
Win the lottery.
I think you scared her. Okay, so we're...
I literally broke the internet with that question.
All right, so let's think about this, because, well, first of all, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, then I'm going to go...
Put me on the spot, why not?
All right. What differentiates you from someone like Steven Spielberg, Michael Bay, James Cameron, besides funding?
Well, I mean, besides funny and the fact that
I know you're pretty up there too.
I'm not even close. I mean,
You've done some pretty big projects.
Yes, but Spielberg to me is somebody he's someone you chase. You know, like films like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Schindler's List. In the
okay,
same
then
breath.
let's say James Cameron, or let's
James
say
Cameron's the same thing. Like these are people I chase, but I think that.
Give yourself some credit, man.
I will give myself some credit, but what I will tell you is this: I think that it's all depending on how you view yourself and what you do. Now, I have a lot of integrity with the kinds of stories that I want to tell, and I think that it's easy to let go of that because sometimes the money will take you somewhere else that you don't want to go, and I've kind of drawn my line in the sand that I don't want to do films that don't really capture about what I want, the stories I want. Spielberg actually used this, talking about Spielberg, he said a quote that I really believe in, and he said, making a film is like getting married. And it's not something we're like, yeah, you know, we'll make this movie, it'll be over in maybe a year. It's not that. If you don't like your movie in pre-production or in development phase, you're going to hate it while the time it's in post. You have to absolutely adore, worship the movie you're doing, like a lover. Because there will be phases, there'll be times you're like, oh God, it's 3 years in and I'm kind of sick of this movie. You know, like I said, there's a script that I wrote that's just right now in the developing phase. We're trying to raise finance.
Now, when you're saying in post, some people may not know what that means.
Post-production. So the average movie, depending if you're lucky or not, will be between 3 to 5 years to develop, produce, and then go into post-production and then actually get to release. So animated movies, perhaps even longer. There's some movies that can go into development for years. For those of you who don't know, there's an expression called development hell, where a film is bought by a major studio. They just throw it into development.
Kind of like Hell Week when you're training with football?
Hell Week, except it lasts forever.
Production hell.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so what about funding? Do you have any tips and tricks, strategies about how to get funding for a film?
It's one of those things as well. There's no...
I'm sorry, go ahead. Well, the team is good. The team is good.
There are, like I said, there are no specific rules. The most important rule of being a filmmaker is it's a collaborative art. So you have to.
I know credit lines is a big one in getting funds.
Credit lines is a big one, but the business of raising finance, especially in this town, has changed because people are far more scared to put money into things. You'll see a lot of option properties that have already IPs that, for example, comic books, toys, things that are already lined in place. Those are the kinds of things that have money easily put towards them. When you have original content, people are scared to put money into that because they figure, well, I'm going to put $60, $70 million into this idea and it might flop.
I wish I had what was behind you right now. Lots of it. That'd be great.
But
I have probably half of the first one on the left there.
I really do believe in the law of attraction, and I think that putting positive energy out there does produce positive results because it is a very tough business.
I agree.
And you can never give up. That's what it comes down to.
Well, let's congratulate you. You're involved in a project, and I agree with everything that you said. But let's go to your project with MSNBC. You have a project with MSNBC.
That's right. That was brought to me by an amazing producer, exec producer at M2 Pictures, Lucy Jordan. It's something I care deeply about. It follows this. It's a news-based show that follows the story of Kat French and Dottie Laster. They're both based in Houston, Texas, and they've devoted their lives to ending human trafficking in the United States. Now, a lot of people are not even aware of what a problem human trafficking is. A lot of young women, some underage from the ages of 11 to 13, are being trafficked right under our noses, right here in the United States. Some of them are brought from Mexico, Central America, Asia. A lot of those people who are brought from other countries are sold by their parents, which is shocking.
That's beyond shocking.
Yeah, and some of the homegrown American people who are brought into this horrible world of trafficking, they run away from home. A lot of them are runaways. So what happened with this show is we went out there to Houston to shoot the pilot presentation. And while shooting that, we were able to save a young girl, which is why MSNBC ordered the pilot, because it's such powerful things to see. You know, in my career, I've done a lot of stuff where, you know, big tentpole movies.
So let's say in very high non-people, let's look at the colors there and look at how high of of a ranking there is for current trafficking, and people, that's ridiculous.
It is very high, and it's
Wow.
sad. It's sad to me that it's right under our noses, and man, I could make it dark right now and just like expose your.
Well, it's funny
a lot of the things. This is the sad thing. A lot of the things that we see, even as men, just use the example of what men see. Men will go on the internet. Let's just call truth what it is, and they'll watch pornography. But they don't realize that maybe half the women that they're watching are not doing that.
No, they're not for sale.
Well,
bad.
Well, I'm saying that they're not doing that with their own free will. They're being forced to do that because they're sexual slaves. You know, and this is something that I learned while shooting this pilot. There's an underbelly. The women were being shipped in dog crates, dog kennels,
Wow.
from different places. You know, it's just shocking. It's a dark world that needs to be told. And I really hope that MSNBC orders the entire series. I think that we shot a very, very powerful pilot that is now in post-production. Look for it in I believe, the early fall or late spring.
Well, I know that it's funny that you're talking about that because we actually have an event with Experience the Easy Way, which is a new joint venture we just linked up with. We have an event on the 29th at a mansion in San Clemente, and our nonprofit is called Two Wings, which stops sex trafficking or tries to stop sex trafficking and raises awareness for it. And Shelley Hunt, which we all know, she was on one of my shows. She's the keynote speaker, and she was the starter of Women of Global Change.
Okay.
So we are very, very much about that. And Easy Way reaches hundreds of millions of people, and we're 100% behind you on whatever you're doing with the project.
Well done.
And
well done.
we will get it out that much more. I don't know if we'll be able to get out more than MSNBC, but do our thing. Now there's Shelley. That looks so cool to watch because they're along with Shelley.
Well, the important thing with any kind of work that can help people is that anything you do with it is important. If you can save one person, that's why, like I said, when we talked about Spielberg, The Schindler's List was an important film for me because not only what the film was about, but what Spielberg did with it after. He started the Shoah Foundation. And the Shoah Foundation documents survivors and keeps it forever. It documents what they went through. So, you could say that he's known for being a filmmaker, but I respect Spielberg also for what he did with the Shoah Foundation as much as I do for making a movie like Raiders of the Lost Ark or E.T.
I respect anybody that has a public figure status that uses their public figure status for the right reasons.
Exactly. You know, Angelina Jolie, anyone.
Did you meet James Cameron? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Did you meet James Cameron at the Oscars event?
I did meet him at the Oscars. It's funny.
Yeah, we went to the Fame and Philanthropy event, and we both walked the carpet.
I got a funny story about James Cameron. The first film festival I ever submitted to was a high school friend of, because I'm from Toronto originally, which is James Cameron's around from the same area. And it was really cool to meet this woman who was, my film was a science fiction film because I love science fiction. All the visual effects. I do a lot of sci-fi movies. And it was interesting to meet this woman, and she took to me as well and talked to me about going to high school with James Cameron. It was just really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Timeless. I know that this, and you have a trailer too. Let's play that reel. Let's play your trailer while you're talking.
Yeah,
about
that's got a
this
collection of things. It's got Shadow with it. That's a still from Timeless right there. It's a very powerful story based on a true story. A good friend of mine. She's like a sister to me, Melanie Martin. Very.
We both have. That's my sister.
Yeah.
I just watched her on Bravo too. I didn't know she just the Millionaire Matchmaker.
You know, she just got the cover of Maxim in Italy.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, she's a wonderful actress, model, entrepreneur, and her mother died of brain cancer.
Sad.
Yes, very, very sad. Her mother died of brain cancer, and to make matters worse, in the early stages of her illness, they misdiagnosed her as being mentally ill because she was sporadic. She went out in the middle of the street and started just crying and screaming and kind of like she was and the police arrested her thinking she was mentally ill. And then they threw her in a sanitarium, and she was there for quite some time. Her daughter was out of the country and was tied up and was trying to get back. She got back finally to see her mom. And it's such a tragic.
Yeah, I know. Did you know about the event that Melody did at the W Hotel? They were trying to raise funding and awareness and all that.
We actually just recently won at the Milan International Film Fest. The amazing Jennifer Bassi, the actress you're seeing right there is Jennifer Bassi.
The Yorkie event.
Yeah, the Yorkie event. Yeah, she's an amazing actress. She she's well known for All My Children. She's
No,
also,
this is your reel that we're watching.
yeah, well, it's a collection of all the things that
all the different stuff you've
Some
done.
of it's Shadow
There's
Wars.
the Green Ranger, Hector.
Yeah, Hector David Jr. That's Melanie Cioni right there. There's a film that I have in post-production that's been post-production for quite some time called Shadow Wars, which is kind of a superhero film. I co-produced that with Justin Bowman and Zach Kamen.
Nice.
It's kind of like the way I describe it is low-budget Avengers. We shot it.
Look at Hector.
Yeah.
Cyborg Hector.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's one of the creatures in Shadow Wars.
Do you have any extra rules for like tall, crazy hosts?
All the time, man, all the time. You know what? The film is still in post-production, so we can shoot
have
this
to have a
green screen
combo.
right here. You want to get killed by an alien?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, let's just make it happen easy. Well, anyways, getting back to
I love it. This looks cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's yeah. Please go ahead. You can check our website out at shadowwarsmovie.com. Like I said, the movie's coming out. I believe. There's a lot of posts, so it's taken. That between that and my day job, it's taken quite some time. But we're hoping to have it out by late spring or summer of this year.
Gotcha. So let's talk about some of your websites. So people, that have enjoyed this interview, and you guys got to know my friend Jason, and anybody out there that might want to learn more or might want an acting possibility or whatever, you do it the easy way. Hit us up, and these are the people we interview. So this is your IMDb, and people just search Jason DeParis, right? And
that's right.
This is your.
That's M2 Pictures. I work with them. They make amazing television. Those are the guys that are doing. Project Red Light, among a lot of the projects that I can't go into too many details right now.
But we'll have you back. You're too busy, so we'll definitely have you back again. You got a lot of projects we still want to talk about. This looks cool.
I actually love that you had Hector in your opening shot of him flipping. Hector, I'm going to just tell you right now, it was an absolute joy working with Hector.
Yeah.
Hector is not only a great actor, but he's an amazing stunt performer.
He is. He's amazing.
We have so many. I can't wait for you guys to see this movie. There's so much live action and stunts and green screen stuff in it.
That's if you guys want to go to my stuff, you just go to easyway.me. That's where it'll take you. It'll take you to all of our links, all 100 links. And so the main place people go to follow you, let's symbolize it.
I'm very bad with.
So am I.
No, you're doing it the easy way. I'm doing it the hard way, man. I'm just literally starting up a Twitter account right now. So I'm gonna be starting up Twitter. I'm on Facebook. You can hit me up on Facebook. ShadowWarsMovie.com is the best way just to follow that film, or Shadow Wars on Facebook. Outside of that, I got to start doing it easy because, man, Well, we're going to do the Jason DeParis films, the Easy Way project. That's our next film, all right?
All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the interview. Gave you guys a chance to get to know an established director, filmmaker, the Easy Way. So we'll be right back, and I don't know who we're going to interview next. I don't know how we're going to top you.
Oh, boy, it's going to be it's my IMDb.
Here's what we're going to do. What we go by. Do you know my dance? One more trivia. Do you know my dance? I roll the easy way. Let's see if he knows my dance. Is he a true fan? I roll the easy way.
I roll the. Yeah,
Does he know the dance? Does he know the dance?
Dance is like this or something.
Pepper, you've cheater. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the show. We'll catch you later.
Thank you, Easy. Thanks for having me, man.
Easy way. Life is hard. That's why I roll the easy way. Life is hard. That's why I roll the easy way. Life is hard. That's why I roll the easy way.